Hi, I'm going to explain the COE Lesson Plan Template and why each section is important, especially for early childhood classrooms. Lesson planning can feel overwhelming, but this template really helps teachers stay organized and make sure lessons meet the needs of all students. First section, classroom and student factors grouping. This section is where teachers describe who their students are, including learning levels, language needs, behavior supports, and whether students will work independently, in pairs, or in small groups. This is important because instruction should be based on actual student needs, not just the curriculum. The next section are standards and objectives. Standards tell us what students are expected to learn according to the state. Objectives explain what students will actually do in a lesson. Objectives should be measurable, like identifying letter sounds or counting objects. These two sections are important because they guide everything else in the lesson. The next section we're going to talk about is anticipatory set. This anticipatory set is how the lesson begins and gets students interested for young children. This could be a song, a short video, or a picture. This part is important because it connects learning to what students already know and help them focus. The next section is means of representation. This is how the teacher presents information. In early childhood, this might include visuals, modeling, stories, and hands-on materials. This is important because students learn different ways, and multiple methods help more students understand. Next section is means of engagement. This section focuses on keeping students motivated. Examples include games, movement, learning centers, and student choice. Engagement matters because children learn better when they are actively involved. The next section is means of expression. This is how students show what they learn instead of just worksheets. Students might draw, explain verbally, build with blocks, or act something out. This is important because not all students can express learning the same way. The next section we'll be talking about is differentiation and supports. So differentiation explains how the teacher supports different learners. For English language learners, teachers might use pictures and repeat directions. For students with disabilities, accommodations could include extra time or sensory tools. Gifted students may receive extension challenges, and early finishers can work in enrichment centers. This ensures all students are learning at an appropriate level. The next section we're going to talk about is alignment. Alignment means that the standards, objectives, activities, and assessments all focus on the same skill. For example, if the standard is letter recognition, the objective, activity, and assessments shall all measure letter recognition. This is important because it ensures that teachers are actually teaching and assessing the same learning goal. The next section we're going to go to is assessment data. Assessment data helps teachers plan lessons and make decisions. Data can come from observations, checklists, progress monitoring, IEP goals, and exit activities. If data shows students are struggling, teachers can reteach. If students already understand, teachers can move on or provide enrichment. The next section we're going to talk about is technology integration. Technology can support learning when used appropriately. Examples include interactive story apps, smartboard games, tablets for drawing letters, and short educational videos. Technology should support, my bad, let's try it again. Technology should support learning goals and keep students engaged, not replace hands-on learning. Overall, the CEO lesson plan template helps teachers plan, organize, align, and exclusive lessons. Each section plays an important role in making sure instruction supports all learners and leads to a meaningful learning outcome. And that is all. Thank you.